What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Hopefully everyone is having a good day thus far, or a good evening depending upon where you're located. So for today's horror news update, as you can see, this information just dropped not even an hour ago, probably not even about 30 minutes ago. And when I saw this headline, all I did was just drop my head, shake my head, and just sigh in disbelief. So I'm gonna get on my soapbox a bit, and you all have heard me, say this probably a dozen times already. When it comes to reboots, remakes, I'm not overall a big fan of them. I prefer original new ideas or new iterations of things, but not a reboot or a remake. So when I saw this happening to one of my favorite films of all time, again, I saw the headline. I thought, what is this? This can't be real. So obviously, I clicked on it, started reading it, and thought, no, gotta do a video on this. So, because I'm sure there's many other people that enjoy this film for what it is. It's labeled as a dark or a black comedy film, which I can appreciate, and I do feel it does have some sort of horror aspects to it. So would I say it's a horror film? No. Do I say there's a subgenre of horror for black comedy? Absolutely. And we've talked about my feelings on comedy in horror. I'm not a big fan of it, but this is probably one of the exceptions I would make, because I absolutely just love this film. I could watch this over and over again on repeat if I was able to. So if you don't know, if you've never seen The Burbs, it has a pretty decent cast. Tom Hanks, Bruce Dern, Carrie Fisher, which many people didn't even know Carrie Fisher was ever in this film. She doesn't play a massive part, but a pretty solid supporting role. She plays Tom Hanks' wife in the film, but Corey Feldman's in it, and not just to name a few of the well-known actors and actresses that are in this film. This film came out in 1989, so again, it might be one of those that many people just either forgot about or haven't heard of. It almost tripled its budget at the box office at the time, and again, it has a massive cult following. So let's jump into these details here. So as you can see just from the headline, the Burbs series adds Jack Whitehall, Julia Duffy, and more to the cast. The TV series update of The Burbs, and then just pretty much mentions what I just said for the sub headline. So let's get into these details. In this picture here, this art picture, or whoever created this is from the original film of the original cast. And if you haven't seen the 1989 film, I would highly recommend go and watch it. And watch it again for what it is. It's a black comedy, dark comedy from 1989. It's very much a product of its time, and it's well worth a watch in my opinion. So the Peacock streaming service has given a straight-to-series order for The Burbs, a contemporary series adaptation of the 1989 movie of the same name, which starred Tom Hanks and Carrie Fisher. A few months ago, it was announced that Keke Palmer is set to star in and executive produce the series, and now Deadline has revealed that Palmer is being joined in the cast by Jack Whitehall, Julia Duffy, Paula Pell, Mark Proxish, if I pronounced that correctly, and Kapil Talwalkar. Let's keep going. Celeste Hugh is writing and executive producing the series. Set in present-day suburbia, The Burbs follows a young couple, with Palmer playing the wife returning to the husband's childhood home. Their world is upended when new neighbors move in next door, bringing old secrets of the cul-de-sac to light, and new deadly threats shatter the illusion of their quiet little neighborhood. In addition to Palmer and Huey, executive producers on the show, let's get rid of this ad here, include Brian Grazer. No, now we just go on to a bunch. We're just now naming a bunch of people, so we don't need to go into that. We don't need to go into who all the writers were for the original film. Let's see here. The Burbs was directed by Joe Dante. When asked for his reaction to the TV series announcement, Dante said, "I think my actual comment was, how are they going to make a whole TV series out of that story? As opposed to, I want to be the one to do it. Good luck to them. It's kind of a one-off story. It's always nice when things have a shelf life." I absolutely agree to that to the extent I don't know how they're going to make this into a TV series, and just based on the synopsis they've provided, it makes it doesn't really fall in line with the film. There's let's go back up here. They're saying here their world is upended when new neighbors move in next door, bringing old secrets of the cul-de-sac to light. Well, in the film, there were no secrets, old secrets from within the cul-de-sac. Like none of the neighbors had any dark secrets. It was just the one neighbors that had moved in that took over this house. The house started just falling apart, wasn't being taken care of, and it was the one house that stood out. And as the film goes on, and spoilers if you've never seen the film, as the film goes on, they recognize that the individuals living there never leave the house. There's never any deliveries. And the people that were originally living there, Tom Hanks and the rest of the cast are talking about how they never saw any moving vans. They never saw them actually move out of the house. And these people moved in. And again, the only time you see these people is at nighttime. They come out, and there's a couple scenes where they're seen in their backyard digging holes and all sorts of things. So again, this brief synopsis brings nothing to as far as how the original film played out. And as far as the new neighbors, yeah, I mean they're new neighbors, but they're already there. It's not like the film starts and then they're watching these new neighbors move in and go through this process, right? So I'll probably watch the first episode or so just out of curiosity, just to see how far from the film they're going. Because again, based on the synopsis, they're going very far from what the film is. But I'm with the original director. I don't know how they're gonna make a whole TV series out of this, and actually I wouldn't be surprised if this series ends up getting canceled, or it's a one and done season, because this isn't something you can really draw out unless you start going down just a completely different path than the film and start making its own. And then this show is just called The Burbs just because it's called The Burbs when it has nothing to do with the film. So that's my take on this, and that's going to wrap it up for this horror news update. Let me know, drop a comment in the comment section what you think about Peacock making a TV series based on the 1989 film The Burbs. Again, drop a comment in the comment section. If you haven't seen The Burbs, also let me know. I would be interested to know how many of you have not seen the 1989 film. But again, highly recommend, go watch it. I believe it's streaming on either Amazon or Hulu if you have one of the two, or again, I think it's on one of those or both, so make sure you check it out. If not, it's even worth a rental on Amazon Prime. It might only be like $3.99. Highly worth a $3.99 rental. So, and if you haven't done so already, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And to all new and existing subscribers, I truly appreciate all the support. Thank you, and we will see you at the next one. Peace.